Yo, what's up, guys? Jetxc here. Apologies if I sound a little tired, but I saw this and I had to talk about it because finally, Zenith fans all over the world get their costume for her tomorrow, and it's going to be pretty great. So, we've got the Poolside Zenith here along with the patch update, and we're just going to kind of go through everything quickly. They've got the usual stuff with the shop. One thing to note is that they do have a event going on where they're going to be giving us tickets by basically just logging in. I think it's a total of like 50 tickets. Also, another thing to note, Beach Vacation Eclipse is rerunning. So for those of you that have a copy of her or maxed out, whatever, you should be getting a little bit of a rebate. I don't think they've rerun her before. This is the first time, if I remember correct. I can't quite remember. Hopefully it is. Hopefully for me it is, right? So I can get some extra tickets. We've got the new Fiend Hunt Trauma Flamingo, so that'll be pretty cool, interesting. Zenith has a new field ability for this costume. It's the Search. If you max it out to Legendary, detect location of hidden objects for 240 seconds. We've got achievement requirement adjustments. So they adjusted some of the achievement requirements, and if you do these achievements, you get the following achievement names. Okay, that's nice. And then other notices, this I found pretty interesting. So when you're, just to kind of TLDR, they essentially moved all the monsters in the field in a convenient area. So when you're running, let's say you're running in like a forest or like a dungeon or something like that, wherever there are glutties around, basically, it should be easier for you to find them and get them without running into monsters at like an entranceway or like near a trap or by like a teleporter. Anywhere where there is glutties, their monsters should be in like a whole different area, like away from them. They tried to make sure that they weren't adjacent to the glutties, so you may run into one or two issues, but in general, when you're trying to do your dailies and grab some of the glutty, you should have no problem. So honestly, I think that's a nice change because I definitely run into that issue all the time when I'm doing dailies or just trying to collect glutty for achievements. We've got some color change details for hitting certain achievements for last night there. Title changes from blue to red if you hit 3 billion. Now let's get into pool party, or I keep saying pool party, poolside Zenith, guys. Let's talk about it. So there's a range right there, and at +0, attack the enemy 6 times, dealing physical damage equal to 50% of your attack per hit. Okay, apply concentrated fire to the enemy for 2 turns, and then apply a 5% increase in chain damage taken to the enemy for 2 turns. Huge. Okay, now if you +1 her, you get it at +3. Or excuse me, if you +1 her, it's 4 SP to 3 SP. Excuse me. And then if you get her character costume to +3, you get a 6% increase and then 4 turns. And then if you max it out with the skill potential, you get a 10% increase on chain damage taken to the enemy for 4 turns. So basically, guys, she's pretty much doubling the chain damage here, right? We know that chain damage gives you a 10% per hit. Dude, oh my god, the potential for this might be pretty crazy. I'm kind of already thinking of like Pure White Blessing Rafitia, Wilhelmina and her new costume combined with her other costume. So the stacks of chain that you could have is pretty insane. We'll definitely have to do a separate video where we test it out, and I kind of talk about it then. I'll do the same thing I did with like Poolside Rafitia. I'll do with Zenith and kind of give you my thoughts on her. But already I could say, if you guys can, definitely try and get her to +1. And honestly, for new players, Zenith is part of the recommended banner. Honestly, I think getting a copy of this Zenith is definitely worth it for sure. Both are going to be really nice. I'm curious though what the order of costumes are going to be. I'm guessing probably this one first, to be honest. I know the other one has 100% vulnerability. It'll be interesting. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, pretty cool costume. Yeah, +1, and I think +1 and +3 is a good stopping point because again, you get the 6% increase, plus it goes from 2 turns to 4 turns on the chain damage application. And if you get your skill potential, you'll at least be able to get it to 8% at +3. So either +1 or +3 is pretty solid. Don't be like me and try and get everything +5. But yeah, so we've got her weapon coming up here. We already know about that. Cool. Some costumes pickup scheduling. Wilhelmina is going to the powder shop. We still got some time on the 2 limited pool party Ustia and the beachside Angel Therese. Pretty cool. So yeah, we'll see what we have in store after Zenith, right? As far as we know, it should be, well, actually, never mind. It's pretty much confirmed in the live stream. It's gonna be Olivier or Colleen, Justia's mom, whatever you want to call it, or whatever you want to call her. Sorry, I'm so tired. But yeah, she should be coming up, and then we'll see. Hopefully, who comes up after her. But for now, we gotta enjoy our time with Zenith, guys. It's been a long time coming that we get a costume for her, and this one is definitely one of my favorites in this update. So. What else we got? Okay, that's just exclusive gear. And then we have the costume pickup schedule, powder shop. I just went over that. Okay, cool. Then we've got some minor bug fixes. But yeah, overall, guys, Zenith is looking pretty fun as per usual. She's going to add a lot more. Oh, she's going to add a lot more flair to physical teams in general. And I mean, if you really wanted to, you could put her on a magic team. But I will say, we're starting to see more of a spread between physical and magic costumes, at least when it comes to like in-game content. There's just slightly more variety for physical. I'm sure that'll change over time, but dude, there's so many like cool options I'm thinking in my head, like especially for like even Ventana with the concentrated fire, and then just adding on a bunch of chain on top of that with Zenith. Dude, it's gonna be insane. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. I am out. Later.